Hello there, everyone. I know it's been a while, and I do need to explain a few things. So, instead of Reptiles and Believers being the channel's name, I changed it to Reptiles and Breeding Beginnings because I'm going to start breeding my two that you guys saw in those short clipped videos. I'll be breeding my two ball pythons either this year or next year, most likely next year, because he's kind of tiny and she's really girthy. She's ready to have egos, but I'm concerned since he's so tiny right now that she'll accidentally eat him. So, how it's all gonna go down is very simple. I'm just going to wait until he gets to a certain big enough size, and then during fall and winter they'll be in the same tank together. Fall and winter. Through the whole fall and winter process, they're going to be in the same tank. I've been looking at them for a while. I've been watching them on their mini snake dates that I've seen, and she doesn't seem to have a problem with him, and he doesn't have a problem with her. He's just a little bit frightened because she's a big girl, and he has never been with a big girl. So Echo and Orion are going to be my first pair of ball pythons, meaning my future goals in the next several years is to keep that process going. And maybe eventually I can get my own facility where I can do my breeding. What I want to call the place is Medusa's Hatchery, is what I want to call it, because I'm going to be all about snakes and reptiles and other cool things. My mom wants to breed her turtles, and we have an old box turtle named Hagrid who we've been looking for a mate for. He's a three-toed, and we can't find anybody who would want to breed him, because all we want to do is breed him and then maybe get a couple of the eggs out of the clutch as compensation for using him. But we haven't found anyone who wants to do that. We also have a big stuffed muffin tortoise upstairs named Tank. He's a cherry head tortoise, and he is very beautiful. We have yet to find him a mate. He's pretty horny. But yeah, in the near future, I'm going to be changing the name eventually when I get to a point of where I think that it needs to be changed to Medusa's Hatchery, is what I'm going to call it. And I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get to Road A to Road B. It's going to be a long, arduous process, and I want to show you guys when we get there. We might be getting some corn snake eggs here pretty soon. I know it's a little bit late, but she is an older snake, and so she's having a little bit of issues. I'll let you know if we have any downfalls or any news about that, about Jaws and Check's clutch. Dottie's doing okay, but Mushu died 2 winters ago. I don't know what happened. He got dehydrated. I tried giving him water, spritzes, and he just didn't make it. I don't know if he didn't do anything correctly or he just didn't get fed enough. But he's now buried in one of our plants in the backyard. And yeah, I'm probably not going to try breeding Dottie because I've had her for about 4 years, actually 5 years. I've had her for 5 years. She hasn't changed size, so I'm wondering if she's a dwarf corn snake, which is more possible than most. And if she is a dwarf corn snake, then I'm probably never going to breed her. She's not going to be good for breeding at all, because she wouldn't survive the whole breeding process. She's definitely a female because I've had checked already by doing a little pop of the tail, so I know that she's female. So yes, Echo and Orion are going to be paired up this fall and winter together, because I'm thinking if he's with her, two snakes could keep each other more warm, because we did have that issue this winter that I didn't talk about, where our power was out for about a month and a half, which at that point, if I would have had Orion, he probably wouldn't have made it. So I'm glad that I got Orion this summer. And Echo, I had to have her sleep on my chest a whole bunch during the night to keep her warm, so she wouldn't, croak. But yeah, other than that, everything has been smooth sailing. I'll give you guys probably updates, like on feeding them. I do warn, I feed my snakes live, because that's the natural. That is natural for them to eat live meals instead of frozen meals. And there's a lot of good things that come with live meals versus frozens, and I'll get a video out of that when I get to it. But yeah, so far Orion's liking his new home. Echo really likes him. Dottie doesn't know what to think of him. And currently right now, I'm just really grateful for the future. I can't wait to see my grand snake babies being born. And I'm just excited because the pet store that I got Orion from, I'm not going to tell you their name, but they want my future babies when I have them, which is so awesome that I already have a person wanting to take some of my babies, which is going to be perfect. Yes, I am going to gender them by what I see. Sometimes you can tell what the gender is going to be by the attitude of the snake, but sometimes you have to do a little bit of a scoping or a check. But yeah, I'll probably won't sell any of the babies until at least their second shed, because I want to make sure before I send any of the babies out that they're going to be great shedders, great eaters. I want to make sure if any of them are having problems that they have to stay behind, and so I can help them. But yes, the future right now is looking very hopeful, and I can't wait to climb up that steep hill when I get to it. And you guys will be along for the journey. So, welcome to reptile and breeding beginnings for now. See you guys all on the snake road.